Hello students, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ms. Amandeep Kaur. So I am back with the topic complex numbers. So let's start from real numbers and imaginary numbers. Real numbers are Vastavik numbers and imaginary numbers are those which are Kalpnik numbers. I mean, we just imagine these numbers, right? So let's start from quadratic equations. Actually, why were these numbers invented? I mean, imaginary numbers invented. So, in quadratic equations, let's take an equation. In this, discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. If discriminant is greater than equal to 0, then it is called that it has real roots. Clear? And if discriminant is less than 0, then it is called it has no roots or imaginary roots. Got it? So now roots of the equation are alpha beta that are equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? So it is clear that b square minus 4ac cannot be negative, right? So let's take example. 2 square is equal to 4, which is positive. Got it? And square of minus 2, this is also equal to positive 4. Got it? Now you know that square of any numbers cannot be negative. But let us take another example. Under root of 49, that will be equal to plus minus 7, right? And under root of minus 49, now under root of 49 into under root of minus 1, that is equal to plus minus 7 multiplied by under root minus 1. And where is the problem? The question is we have to find the solution of under root minus 1. Then an imaginary number is invented called iota. Got it? So minus 1 is equal to iota. This is called an imaginary number. Got it? If we square both sides, we will get minus 1 is equal to iota square. So iota square is equal to minus 1. Got it? And iota cube is equal to iota square multiply iota. That is equal to minus 1 multiplied by iota. This is equal to minus iota. And iota 4 is equal to iota square multiplied by iota square. So this is equal to minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. This is equal to 1. Got it? And up to so on. We can find the values of powers of iota. Got it? Now let's take example. Example 1. If iota is equal to under root minus 1 and n is any positive integer, then iota raised to power n plus iota raised to power n plus 1 plus iota raised to power n plus 2 plus iota raised to power n plus 3 is. So let's solve. Let's put iota raised to power n plus iota raised to power n plus 1 plus iota raised to power n plus 2 plus iota raised to power n plus 3. Let's take iota raised to power n is the common of all. So we will get it is 1 plus iota plus iota raised to power 2 plus iota raised to power 3. So now iota raised to power n in bracket 1 plus iota, and iota square is equal to minus 1. Got it? And iota cube, let's find iota cube is equal to iota square multiply iota, that is equal to minus 1 multiply iota, that is equal to minus iota. Got it? So we will put here iota. Now minus iota and iota will get cancelled, and minus 1 and 1 also get cancelled too. So we will get 0 as a answer. So is that clear? Now let's take example 2. If an is equal to iota raised to power n plus 1 square and iota is equal to under root minus 1 and n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to so on, then value of a1 plus a3 plus a5 up to a25 is, so let's solve. Put a1 that is equal to iota raised to power 1 plus 1 square that is equal to iota square and then square that is equal to iota 4 that is equal to 1. Same way a3 is equal to iota raised to power 4 and then square that is equal to 1. Got it? And a5 is equal to iota raised to power 6 and then 2 that is equal to iota raised to power 12 that is equal to iota raised to power 4 and whole cube that is equal to 1 and up to so on. A25 is equal to iota raised to power 52 that is equal to iota raised to power 4 raised to power 13. Got it? So this is also equal to 1. So let's add these all, a1 plus a3 plus a5 up to a25. Now 1 plus 1 plus 1 to so on 1, these are 13 times because these are 13 terms. So answer will be 13. Got it? Now next example 3, x plus iota y raised to power 1 by 3 that is equal to 2 plus 3 iota, then 3x plus 2y is equal to, now x plus iota y raised to power 1 by 3 that is equal to 2 plus 3 iota. Let's cube both sides. Got it? We will get x plus iota y that is equal to 2 plus 3 iota raised to power 3. Now x plus iota y that is equal to, let's use identity, 2 cube plus 3 iota cube plus 3 2 square 3 iota plus 3 2 3 iota square, right? So we will get x plus iota y is equal to 8 minus 27 iota plus 36 iota minus 54. Got it? So x plus iota y that is equal to minus 46 plus 9 iota. So comparing the coefficients of these real and imaginary part. Got it? So now x is equal to minus 46 and y is equal to 9. So let's put 3x plus 2y. We will put the value of x and y. 3 multiplied by minus 46 and 2 multiplied by 9. We will get minus 138 plus 18 that is equal to minus 120. So this is the answer. Got it? Let's take example 4. Find summation of n is equal to 1 to 13 and iota raised to power n plus iota raised to power n plus 1. So let's write iota raised to power 1 plus iota raised to power 2 plus iota raised to power 2 plus iota raised to power 3 up to iota raised to power 13 plus iota raised to power 14. Now from iota's power from 2 to 13, these terms are coming 2 times. Got it? Now let's write, these are repeating, so we will write iota raised to power 1 means iota plus 2 times iota square plus iota cube plus up to iota raised to power 13 and iota raised to power 14. Now we know these are 12 terms from 2 to 13. Now sum of 4 consecutive powers of iota is always 0, right? So in these 12 terms, we will make parts 4 4, right? 4 plus 4 terms, that will be 0. Got it? Now you will see these are 0. So iota plus 2 multiply by 0 plus iota raised to power 14. Iota plus iota raised to power 14. So let's solve. 4 raised to power 3, that is equal to 12, and multiply by iota square. These powers are in total power 14. So iota plus 1 multiply by minus 1, because iota square is equal to minus 1. So iota minus 1 is the answer. Let's take example 5. Z is equal to 11 minus 3 iota by 1 plus iota, and alpha is real number, and Z minus iota alpha is also real. Find alpha. Now Z is equal to 11 minus 3 iota by 1 plus iota. So let's rationalize this value. You know how to rationalize. We will multiply denominator but by changing their sign. Got it? We will get the answer, that is equal to 8 minus 14 iota by 2. Got it? So this will be equal to 4 minus 7 iota. But we know that alpha is a real number and Z minus iota alpha is also real number. Got it? So for this means that imaginary part of Z minus iota alpha 0. Got it? Now Z minus iota alpha is equal to 4 minus 7 iota minus iota alpha. Got it? So it gives us imaginary part should be 0. Now let's compare imaginary part to 0. 7 minus 7 iota minus iota alpha, that is equal to 0. It gives alpha is equal to minus 7. So this is the value of alpha. So thank you so much for watching this video.